explosive energy in the history of mankind.
And now, Kmdt presents Geek Blast. Here are your hosts. Mike.
Described as a creepy-ass cracker.
Dave.
Let me tell you something. I am God.
Toons.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
I'm going to be honest. I hate this reality, whatever you want to call it. I can't stand it any longer. I must get out of here. I must get free.
Losers!
I'm bringing the party to you.
Welcome back, everybody, to Kmdt Presents Geek Blast. I'm Mike.
I'm Dave.
I'm Toombs.
And we're here to satisfy your geeky needs in news, movies,
As
comics,
always.
and games.
Yes, games.
Tonight, Toombs is going to touch on some GTA news, GTA 5.
GTA 5.
And,
Can't wait.
I got a couple mini reviews.
Yeah, also Diablo. And Stinkfist in the back corner there, he's going to get his review finally of Splinter Cell.
Nice. That would be cool.
Yep.
Toombs.
Yeah.
Did you hear that GTA had a new DLC today, though?
What's that, new DLC?
Yeah, already. They got a DLC. It's called Run Over Nicole Kidman.
No, I haven't heard that one, but I'm sure it'll be extremely popular. Yes.
Yeah. Well, also, Dave's going to be talking about Wolverine. That's his idol. Dave loves Wolverine.
He's my favorite
As far
character.
back as I can remember.
He looks
Dave
like
is-
Wolverine, he smells like Wolverine, and he probably tastes like
definitely
Wolverine, but I
smells.
wouldn't know that. Would I, Diana?
And then I'm going to give you some movie news, also some television shows that are coming out. Talk about those, and also some DVD releases that seem pretty cool. So,
Sounds like a fun...
Yeah.
so we're going to have a good show tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. Give us a call in. We're at 8:30. We're going to be doing the movie quote again, right?
Yeah,
As
we'll do the movie
always,
quote. It's
yep.
going to be 80s themed movie quote.
Yeah, give us a
And
call.
today is Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
So in thanks to Friday the 13th, this is episode 9.
This is episode
Jason
9.
goes to hell.
Yes. KMDT
But,
goes
Which
to
wasn't
hell.
the greatest movie in the world, but yeah.
Yeah, well,
Geek Blast does go to hell today. So.
I actually like Manhattan.
Me too.
Most people
I like
are
Manhattan
like,
a lot
that
too,
is
man.
the crappiest one, but I
I
kind
like
of
the
like
fourth one too, with Corey Feldman. He shaves his head to look like Jason.
Wasn't that in the first one, though, too? Because he was in the first one. He was the
First one he wasn't in there. His mother was.
No. Corey Feldman.
No, Kevin Bacon was in the first one. It wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't Corey Feldman.
Corey Feldman was in the fourth one as a little kid.
He was the little kid, right?
Yeah.
So that was the fourth one.
Yeah.
All right,
The one
see,
where he shaves his
I've
head.
seen
He's
them
like,
all, man.
Dave's so old, he forgets it all.
I've seen them all, and I just haven't seen them in so long. I kind of like, I take parts of them horror movies and I make them all one movie. Like sometimes
Well, after
I'll be,
so many years, they kind of blend together. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Just kind of
Okay,
happens.
let's give the number out here. It's 201-580-3712. If you
Yeah.
guys want to call in for the movie quote at 8:30 or so.
8:30, yes.
Even like beforehand,
Even
we're going to have some
beforehand,
things
yeah.
going on. You know, we're going to have to give you the number again. And you
Yeah,
call in.
sure.
So we're going to start it off with the games portion here. Toombs, what are you going to start with?
Well, first and foremost, I'm going to talk about GTA 5. It'll be out on Tuesday, the 17th.
Can't wait.
And from what I've seen of the game, the world is massive. It truly is massive, bigger than anything they've ever done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The rumor is that it's the most expensive game ever made.
Wow,
At
really?
$265 million, which comes close to the most expensive movie ever made, which was at World's End.
Wait. Toombs.
wow.
265 million a budget for a video game?
Yes, sir.
That's
Wow. That's got
crazy
that game better be worth it.
That's
They're hoping in the first year they will sell 25 million copies. You know what I'm saying? So if you could translate that into dollars, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's,
You know?
that's living rock style.
That is.
Rockstar-ish, yeah.
Rockstar life.
That's just in the first year they're hoping. You know, so
Well,
over
and
time.
think about it. I mean, I mean, I've been playing GTA since the PlayStation 1.
Right, the top
Top
few
View
ones.
game,
Yep.
yeah.
Top View. I think actually I don't think I've ever played the first one, but
Play
I
the
think
one with the little British flag on it.
that was what? Yeah, British one.
That was either like the third one that came out or the second one. I'm really not sure on that, but I think it was the second. I think.
I want to say I agree with you. I think it might.
Or
be
it may
the
have
second.
been like an extension of one of them or something. I can't remember.
I'm
If
not
you
really
know,
sure.
call in.
Yeah, if you know-
201-580-3712.
If you know about those first GTA games, their names and what was involved in them, let us know because I can't remember.
I think the first one was just called Grand Theft Auto.
The first one
It probably was.
I want to say the second one took place in England, because I remember the cars were funny looking.
Right.
But it was cool.
Well, they're funny looking anyway. Those little top view micro machines.
Yeah,
It was kind of cool though.
It was
I
like
kinda missed
Spy
that.
Hunter.
Well, for the time, think about it. I mean, that was top of the line back then,
It
man. I
was.
mean, that was unparalleled stuff.
Then they took it to 3D level. We're like,
forget it. Then it was like all over, man.
Then it was like lawsuit all over the place.
Oh, sure.
You know?
I don't know. For me, taking hookers into the car and killing them after paying them was always fun for me to do in that game. I don't know why.
I always
You are
hated it. They would
sick
show
guy.
this
This
extreme.
is what Dave sounds like after he takes the hooker into the car.
God! Stupid! That's so wrong!
That was a quote from the Ted Bundy movie, by the way.
Yeah, no doubt.
I never understood why, in all these years, you'll barely see any kind of nudity, even in these extreme games. You know what I mean? You will go violent to the core.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But you will not see too much nudity. You'll see it a little bit in some other games, but not Grand Theft. How is it violence is more accepted in any shape or form over just some boobs? You know what I mean?
Over nudity.
Yeah, I don't get that.
Well, I think
I don't get that.
that goes to our. That's like
Do you think
that goes to a society type of situation? Like, because if you look at Europe. Europe is way lax with their nudity thing. Like, there's a whole channel
Canada,
where it's
too.
just. It's like they do a nude news where people in our country would be like, oh, that's a joke or a spoof or whatever, but over there they loved it. Like it's people love that
God of
type
War.
of stuff.
I'm with Toombs on this one though. I mean, you have games like Dead Space, which just features the most graphic violence you've ever seen in your life.
Yep.
Yeah.
But when it comes to, they only hint at the sexuality though.
Yeah, they shun away from it.
Yeah.
Kind of booby.
Well, because one, you got to think about this too, right?
Heavy Rain, if you ever play the game Heavy Rain, that had one nude scene where the girl almost got completely butt naked, and I was
Think
actually
about
surprised
this for a
that.
quick second, right? And this is the same stigma, right? Because that's what I'm going to call it, is a stigma. This is the same stigma that comic books still have to this day, right?
Yeah.
That it's strictly a kid's medium.
Well, it's better for a kid to go blow somebody's head off. Than
No. But
excuse my language, sorry.
No, I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is you have to think about the developers, right? And the people behind the industry, right? They're still somewhat having the mentality that it is for kids. So, or the fact that there's censors now and all that stuff really is what it really boils down to. I mean, if there was no censorship in games, we'd probably have that all by now.
Yeah.
But the fact that there's like a comic book code, but
there
for
has been-
games,
but
like
there
a
has-
rating system.
But
you
there
know what I
has
mean?
been games that have put it in there.
Yeah. Well, again,
I was mentioning
there is
Heavy Rain.
nudity?
Heavy Rain has a nude scene, and so God of War has nude girls in it. You know what I mean? It's just some games where it comes to the real world, like Grand Theft. Why can't you pick up a girl, put her in your car, and then have sex with her? What is the big deal with that? I don't see it.
Again,
it's barely PG-13.
I'm with Toombs on both the video games and the comic books because to me, they're part and parcel to me. In the comic books, you can show the most graphic violence. Guys getting their heads ripped off, and then they'll sort of shadow out the nudity. Now I'm
Depends on
not
what you're reading, but yes,
I'm not in favor of one or the other. I'm just saying.
Right.
I really think sexuality is a little bit more tame than brutality.
Yeah, a lot more tame. A lot more.
But see, and here's the funny thing, right? It's one of the basic human things, right? Got violence,
Urges.
urges. Thank you.
Okay, what is legal though? To have sex?
No,
to
no,
blow
no.
somebody's head off.
I'm not talking
the
about
illegal one is
I'm
the
not
one that's
talking
being
about,
shown.
I'm not talking about legality. I'm just saying it's primal. Like they're two primal things you're talking about. Reproduction or sex, if you want to just call it latent sex, you know what I mean? But think about what it's used for. It's actually used to procreate, to make more people, right? And then violence. And if you think about violence could all probably be brought back to, hey, that chick's mine.
Yeah. I understand what you're saying.
Man's bashing people on the head, but
No,
they're primal emotions we're talking about.
Yeah, no, I understand. You're saying that overt violence is a way of sort of courting sexuality.
In a way, because you think about this too. Sometimes, I mean, how did dominatrix makes money?
Yeah.
If people didn't like getting beat up sometimes.
Right.
Which, to me, it makes no sense. But and I'm not one to condemn or condone, but hey, everybody does their own thing.
But
So Toombs, how is GTA 5?
It comes out on Tuesday, my friend, but from what I've seen, it looks pretty amazing.
Graphically, what
Everything. I mean, like I said, it's the most expensive game ever made with a budget, you know, so there's a lot of goodies put in there. You know what I mean?
But like
graphically,
Easter egg
playability,
type stuff from
everything.
other games, or
Everything. I just think it's going to be full on, just the most realistic sandbox you've ever played in. It's looking that way. You know
now,
what I mean?
see, tell me if what you've seen, because I've seen a couple trailers. Tell me if what I'm going to say makes sense to you, and you feel the same way.
Right.
It reminds me of San Andreas.
It basically is. It's Los Santos. It's a way bigger. It's a gigantic.
It's a gigantic San Andreas, basically, and just better graphics because they never put. Well, they did put it out, but they just enhanced the graphics when they did that whole.
Well, I think they're using the capacity of the
San Andreas was a last gen system.
Yeah,
yeah.
You know
San
what I mean?
Andreas
So
was what
PS2
and the original Xbox, right?
So there's a big difference when it comes to things like that. But you know, it's kind of funny. You guys, here's a little bit of trivia for you. Only one game came close to that budget. Guess which game? If anybody knows that, there, let me know.
Who makes it?
LucasArts.
Oh, well,
It's a Star Wars game. I'm not going to tell you.
Oh, then it's got to be the Force Unleashed.
too.
I'm gonna say no.
Nope.
I'm gonna say Knights of the Old Republic.
You got it, brother.
Okay.
Okay, do you guys want to take a call?
Sure,
Yeah,
let's
let's
take a
do it.
call.
Okay, here we go. Caller. Hi, you're on KMDD Geek Blast.
How you doing there?
Hello.
Hello.
Caller, are you there?
Are you there, sir? Can we service you?
Nah, he hung up. I don't know.
All right.
Okay.
All right, have an A1 day, sir.
Yeah, have an A1 day. That show's getting heated, isn't it, man? Oh, I love that show. Okay. So, anyway, we got
Diablo.
No, I'm still in Grand Theft.
Oh, he's
Yeah, Grand Theft.
Next month, October 1st, so it's going to be 2 weeks after the regular game comes out, they're going to release the Grand Theft Auto Online, which is part of the game.
I've seen trailers for that, and that looks amazing.
It's all part of the game.
How is
It's
it?
all the same thing.
How are they
you can
gonna
you can
incorporate
get
it into the
groups
game, though?
of like different people, and all
Right.
of you can go
So you can,
rob a bank.
So you can basically have the LA riots all over again. If
If
you
Yeah,
you
want.
can-
seriously,
if you can organize it,
seriously.
most
That's
likely.
the cool thing.
That's hysterical.
Instead of driving down the street and seeing normal, movement and all that, you'll see some idiot continuously driving into a wall. You know what I mean? And I
That's
love that
funny.
idea of seeing real people playing with you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That must be a huge. What engine are they using for that game? That's.
I
Just
think it's
gotta
their
be,
own inbuilt engine.
That's
I'm pretty
just
sure.
crazy talk.
Like
Yeah.
the three of us could be at our own houses and play online and
With
like,
about a zillion other people.
with
Yep.
and
That's
just
so cool. though.
organize
It is
our
cool.
own things.
They said first and foremost, they'll throw your friends in there, and then they'll start throwing people that match your skill rating.
Right.
You know what I mean? Stuff like that.
Oh, so it's going to be like you don't determine it. It's going to be randomly generated, is what you're saying, basically.
Unless you're playing with a friend or something.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Unless you're both at the same.
But they're also going to
Yeah,
throw
yeah.
other people in there that match your skill that they could come and take you out.
Yeah.
They may come up in a car and try to take you out. You know what I mean? But
Oh,
then
so
you
you're
could
like
put
real- so
you could put a thing on their head.
Eventually, basically, what's going to happen with
Mm-hmm.
this game is the Bloods and the Crips are going to start a war in this game.
Pretty much.
That's.
But there's going to be
great.
multiple.
Think about that. That's awesome.
We can
How
go in.
many street gang violence problems did that solve, though?
Yeah, I'm going to kill you in Grand Theft. No, you're not, son.
Trenton's murder rate will go down 90%. It really will.
That should be a political plan.
And they'll attribute it all to violent video games.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
Exactly. There was this other
Absolutely.
thing that I saw. You could build your own track or something like that in racing.
I'm not sure about
part?
that. I'm not
yeah,
sure
it
about
was
that.
something like you could build your own track. You could get all these race cars and put them in your own big, huge garage.
You're starting to see why the budget is so big on
Yeah,
this
and
game.
it's
you know what I mean?
you can
and that was the cool
build
thing.
your own tracks and have other people race you on your track.
If you remember from playing San Andreas, because you were still actively playing games when San
Yes,
Andreas was
yes.
out, that was one of the first games that they allowed you to have races. I think the races started in Liberty City, but you weren't. You were allowed to keep cars in garages and stuff. Like you were allowed to acquire other cars, and then
I
you
used
had
to hate when you
bigger
put all your
property.
cars in the garage and
Yeah,
then you get that last motorcycle in there and you
Yeah.
close it and you're like, meh, and then boom, it disappears.
Yeah, it's not supposed to be in there.
Too many in there.
many.
That's why you got to get yourself a penthouse. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With a 10-car garage. But it's cool in Saints Row. It goes into a virtual garage, and then you just call it, and the car forms around you.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. But
And I
it's-
keep seeing trailers for that game, and
It's fun. I was playing it last
It's
night.
definitely
It's
one
a
of them
fun
things
game,
I'm going to
man.
have to pick up and I'm just still can't get enough about. I want them to give more trailers for the new Arkham, but they
See
haven't.
more
yet.
on that.
Seen a lot of
Yeah.
pictures.
It's coming soon, though.
No, I know. I can't wait.
But
I can't wait for GTA. Yeah, I got my $5 down.
Good
Yeah,
man. Good
man.
man. Oh, I got to tell you something though. To get off on GTA 5, to get off on this story here, if you reserve digitally on Xbox, you could get $20 back or 1,600 points, but I don't think it's working in points anymore. And if you reserve it on PSN, you could get 75% off any Rockstar game, Max Payne, any, you know what I mean? So you get a little something by reserving it digitally instead of going getting it in the store.
Oh,
You know what
okay.
I mean?
So that's just basically downloading it to your hard drive,
Yes.
basically.
I like to have my disc.
I'm
That's the way I am.
Well, I mean, think about me. I mean, I am so old school that I don't like the thought of digital comics. Like, not having a piece of paper in my hand is just...
Right.
Like, my sister's been telling me, get a Nook. Get a Nook. You read so much. Get a Nook. You know, I'm like...
It's not the same, man. You know?
Comic books on a Nook would just be the weirdest thing.
It is, but I'm
Because even just...
You can get them on your cell phone now, your smartphone.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't have a smartphone.
Smartphone is a mini tablet.
I don't have... I have a dumb phone. Actually, my phone is waterlogged right now.
It is.
Let's not even get into that whole
So
thing.
what was the what were you gonna continue on?
All right, so Diablo 3, I got a mini review on that. I've been playing for the last week or so, and I truly thought I would be quite horny by now. You know, I would have spikes coming on my head, but I mean, I'm a little red in the face, but I
thought
don't.
you meant horny. I'm like,
No,
what?
horny coming out of my temples.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Toombs, you meant like, come on in, hun, we're having a foursome?
Pretty much. Yeah.
That commercial is.
But I mean, I must say I am a little red in the face, but I'm not totally full blown out horny. You know what I mean? And it's a great game. I truly think it needs to be played though on multiplayer for the true experience. You know what I mean? I've been playing it single player, and I'm craving another player in
So
there. I think
multiplayer meaning like
Online
like
or
World of
just
Warcraft,
online or split screen, or not split screen, both on the
on
same
your
screen,
own
yeah.
on your own screen.
Like
You at
what-
home, me at home.
Yeah,
Now, you said it did come out for all the systems,
Yes.
right? All right, because I
and
was
they've done
only
a
on-
beautiful job on it. I must
Really?
tell you, graphically, it looks
And what did
spot on.
what did you purchase it on?
360.
360.
Yes.
All right, so we could then. That'll
Oh
be
yeah,
dope.
we
We're
could,
gonna have to
and
do
we
that.
will. I mean,
'Cause,
especially the powers are so cool, man. I got this one power, it like shoots out a little galaxy.
Oh, that's
It
dope.
looks like a galaxy with stars spinning around and crap.
And
It's
I
cool.
just saw a thing, not to get off topic, but it's kind of reminded me of what you just said, reminded me of this game when it was good, I thought.
Right.
But I thought I just saw a new commercial for a Final Fantasy. They're coming out
Oh, there's
with a
another
new-
one coming.
Yeah, they just
Why?
keep coming out with them.
Because they just fans want it. I don't know.
man.
Final
should've-
Fantasy will always be, famous. It will be.
Yeah, that's just like one of the staples.
I haven't played it since 7.
If you,
I think I played the last
I
one I
think
played
7
maybe
was the
12.
last one, and that was at least decent.
No, they're good from what I hear.
I don't
They get good
know.
reviews still. I haven't played them, but
I think people give them good reviews just because of the classic game that it is. It's like Mario.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how innovative can you make a Mario game? Like,
Did you see the new Zelda game that they got coming out?
yes, sir. That I
looks
did
pretty
for the Wii U.
It's Wind
Yeah.
Waker though, right?
Well, that's one of
It's
them. But
Wind
they're
Waker.
they're
Like,
working on multiple.
HD.
They're working on multiple Zeldas right now.
Are they?
Yeah.
but yeah, because they're trying to adapt everything to the Wii U, right?
Pretty
Basically,
much.
yeah. Which is, I think, in my opinion, and I don't know, chime in here, guys, but a dead platform at this point. Like, I have friends that had bought the Nintendo Wii and are like, yeah, I'm not even gonna waste my time with that because
Right.
the Wii is just so fun all by itself.
Right.
Which I don't know why, but I played archery the other day.
Mm-hmm.
What a cool game!
Yeah. No, it's cool. It is cool. It's simple and it's cool, and it
It
gets to
is.
the
It's,
point.
it's,
You know what
it's
I mean?
retardedly simple, like to just hold the stick up and pull it back, and
Right.
but like being on point. Like I
It's
found
fun.
out
It's fun.
I'm not a good archer. I would not be good like in Lord of the Rings.
Have you ever
Yeah.
tried any of that stuff on the Kinect? That's
No.
also
Well, the
fun.
only
Doing
Kinect-
like archery on the Kinect. That's-
No, the only Kinect game that I have right
He
now.
doesn't like being on the Kinect.
I
No, he
don't
doesn't.
like it.
He's scared. They're looking at him.
Yes, they can see me.
They're staring at him.
Yeah, Dave doesn't even like the fact that we're sharing computer screens right now.
No,
Yeah,
definitely
it's a
not.
little-
He's trying to dodge under
Well,
the
your
table as we
picture
speak.
popped up on the screen
It's
before, and
crazy.
Dave was like,
I'm like, whoa, I can see him now.
That's why
crazy.
Mike and Dave are looking more and more like the Duck Dynasty, so they can't be seen on the street.
Yeah.
Man, pick, oh, you're Michael and David.
Yeah.
But anyway, off of Diablo, I must just say, overall game is beautiful. Great transition from PCs, great effects, easy interface. Game makes controller into a great vibrator, depending on which spells you have. But that's pretty much it for Diablo. I also did a mini review on Splinter Cell Blacklist. Stinkfist, if you I know
will.
you've been waiting for that.
Go ahead, do the mini review.
Okay, in my opinion, it stands up to the others in great triumph.
Okay.
If just as good, if not better than the others. Definitely better than Conviction. Okay, if you remember, Conviction went more for just a run and gun approach. You know what I mean? It took
Right,
a lot
as
of that stealth out.
Yeah,
as
yeah.
opposed to the stealth and strategy.
They bring the stealth back in big time. You know what I mean?
Okay, so like you can't like alert everybody that you're there and then just like duck and cover and have a shootout.
If you want, you can. But they also give you the other option with your crawling over pipes, vents. You know what I mean?
See, to me, that's what made
Which
that
I would-
game great. I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
To me, that was the best part of that game because when that game came out, there was 2 other games like it, right? If I'm not mistaken, there was Siphon Filter.
Oh yeah, I forgot
Right?
about that one. But
And then-
Siphon Filter, I don't.
Well,
think
it was
you
all
could,
kind of that. No, but it was that espionage.
Yeah,
You were a
right.
super spy, and then the one that everybody knows and loves,
Metal Gear Solid.
which is Dave Hayter.
By the way, it's funny that you should mention that because
There's a possibility.
no, it's not. It's more than a possibility. Right now, it's confirmed for next week. David Hayter
Nice.
will be on our show
That is awesome.
live, and anybody listening can call in. We're only going to lightly promote it right now until his handler gets back to me because there's always a case they can cancel.
Shows happen. You know?
Oh, it's a chance. I mean, I'm sorry. But right as it stands right now, David Hayter will be on comicbookmovie.com and our own website, Corrosive Radio /KMDD Geek Blast, next Friday from 8 to 9.
I can't
Looking
wait,
forward
man.
to it. Really
I
looking
got
forward
lots
to
of
it.
questions already.
Yes, we need to ask him some.
But we do have to keep the. I was under instructions though. We do have to keep the Metal Gear Solid questions to a bare minimum.
Okay.
All right.
Can
We
call
can do
him
that.
Solid
That's
Snake?
that's fine. that's not a problem. We could talk to him about the first X-Men movie.
Yeah, he wrote X-Men 1, he wrote X-Men 2, he wrote Watchmen. He was in one of my personal favorite movies, Guyver 2. So I mean, he's a darling of the fanboy universe.
He is. Well, looking forward to it. So back to Splinter Cell. The greatness that comes with this game is the fact that you have so many options to take an enemy out. You know what I mean? Sandbox missions are, littered with vents and pipes. I'm scared of pipes. I'm claustrophobic. But if you want to crawl on a pipe, you can. I'm going to stay away from it though.
You could probably hide in the pipe and Toombs will walk past and you could shoot him.
Right. Absolutely. But if you want to take the more action-oriented route, you can.
All right, well, Toombs, I got a question for you because the previous, I was a big fan of, I think it was Conviction, right?
Right.
No online play
Hold on
though.
1 second. Was Conviction the last game?
Yeah.
Or was it the
Yes,
second?
it
to
was the last one.
It was the
Okay.
last one. But there was no online play. Is there any online play in Splinter Cell?
Yes, there is. There's
Okay.
co-op, and it comes back in a major way. You know what I mean? There's a whole experience and money system.
Okay,
I mean,
good.
you can deck your guy out however you want. So
All right,
yeah,
that's awesome.
multiplayer's back, and it's huge. You know what I mean?
That's
All right,
cool.
awesome.
Yes, sir.
If you like that stuff.
I mean, overall, the game, it has a great story. Slightly dated graphics. It looks like they used the same engine as the last game, which, is fine, because this generation's over.
Well, they probably started developing it about years ago. Though,
Yes,
remember?
absolutely.
Same thing that Aliens Colonial Marines suffered from.
Oh.
Right. You're absolutely right. That's a perfect, example of...
It's funny that you mentioned that because my younger brother had called me up one day and was like, "Yeah, I just got this game. I can't wait." Because he was always, still is to this day, a huge Aliens
So
fan,
am I. And
Predator
that game
fan.
was a huge
Yeah.
disappointment.
And he was like, he called me back. I want to say it was maybe a couple hours later. He was like, "This game is not good."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Oh, that's beat." He's like, "I just spent $40."
And you know what? And you
it's
know
all
what?
bad.
They hyped this game up so much.
And that's what he was saying. He was like, the story, because he's like me. I'm a very, like, when I play games, I'm a very story-orientated guy. Like, you got to have a good story to keep my interest,
Orientated.
keep me playing.
Oriented.
Right.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah. So he was like, the story was great, but everything else was, I guess, straight up herky-jerky. Like,
Caca.
yeah.
No, you know what happened? I mean, I think this game was in development for about 12 years.
Yeah,
and I think they had started building the programming for it and the architecture, and it just got to a point where it wouldn't be cost efficient to take it back down to the drawing board. So they
Right.
had to use what they got.
Anything that's worked on that long and has changed that many hands usually isn't good.
Yeah. But you know what? I understand, for being in development for so long that there was nothing they could do visually about it. But the story,
Right.
Well, the story's the easy part to change. right?
exactly, and there was this movie, this game was an actual script that was
Script,
submitted to
yeah.
Fox for a real sequel to Aliens,
Oh, man. What can you do?
and so they had creative input from both Ridley Scott and James Cameron for the movie, for the game. So you thought this was going to be like a great story, and they had Michael Biehn. Actually, I don't know if that's how you say his last name, but the guy who played Hicks in Aliens.
Okay.
He actually did the voiceover work for the character Hicks in the game.
Right.
And they ask him like, well, how are you still alive? And he goes, well, and he gives this explanation like, I'm still alive because I am, like some wave of the hand nonsense,
My brother said it reminded him of Wing Commander. So I don't know if everybody knows what that game is, but it was a flying poo. And
Flying poo.
Well, that's why I don't know.
Yeah.
Just Mr.
Years
Hanky.
ago. Mr. Hanky.
All right, so get off of video games. I give Blacklist an 8.8, and I give Diablo 3 a 9.1. Good. And really quick, I just got to touch on something small very quickly. Something that is concerning to me is that the developers are stating that the PS4 is 50% more powerful than the Xbox One,
Yeah,
which is a significant difference, But they're actually starting to say it really is that much more powerful. Microsoft,
Powerful how though? Like
it's
in what-
processing power.
so much faster. You know what I mean? But on the good side, Microsoft is doing everything they can to close that gap as we speak.
Yes, that means by adding Skype and
All sorts of
Netflix.
features. Yeah.
They're compensating. They're trying to. I mean, did you see their last commercial?
Yeah,
It didn't focus at all on the video games. It focused on all of the peripheral
All the entertainment.
features that you can have with it. And I think what they're trying to say is like, yes, our processing power is 40% less, but look how much we can do.
Right.
How much more we're
As
giving
far
you.
as the system is concerned, it's an awesome system. You know what I mean? All the things it could do, it's just, it's unbelievable how much stuff they squeezed into that thing. You know what I mean? But it concerns me a little bit, the power issue, a little bit. But they said it about PS3 and Xbox 360, and there never was that big of a gap. You know what I mean? Never was. They said the same
Well, not till
thing.
the end, I would say.
Not even really. If
Well,
you compare
some of the most beautiful games I've ever seen have
Right.
been on a PS3.
Well, if you compare The Last of Us to the newest Gears of War, you'll see, similar, beautiful locations. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's not that much giant of a leap.
no.
It's not that big of a leap. Not that big. I'd say maybe 20%.
I was going to say, like, the new Tomb Raider was a pretty nice looking game, and if you were to compare it to the last, like,
Identical.
Drake's,
Identical on both systems.
you think so?
Yeah. But you're comparing Tomb Raider to Drake?
Yeah, like
Similar.
very similar,
Yeah.
but I seen like Drake looked better. Like
You think?
It looked cleaner, crisper. Like things looked better to me. I don't know.
I think
When you got your HD TV.
It might have been.
Yeah.
I think where
Might have been.
the really nice games come out with PlayStation is the in-house development games. You know what I mean? The games that are first party through them are
Yeah.
the ones that you see the
Well, like
difference.
exclusives, like
Exactly.
basically, yeah.
Exactly. That's why I was comparing it to Gears of War, which
Right.
is Xbox.
Which is Xbox.
Well, I mean, the same can be said for Xbox. I mean, the best game that I played on Xbox 360 was a game called Alan Wake.
Oh, that
Alan
game's
Wake.
awesome.
It's a great
Game,
game.
and you know that they've canceled Alan Wake 2 in favor
Did
of
they?
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. See, Stinkfist, that's another game that was in development for an extremely long time. I think it was about 7-8 years.
That's
Something
probably
like
why
that.
they canceled
Yeah.
it.
No,
Yeah.
no. Alan, you're talking about the first one, right?
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
Tombs. Okay. I was going to call you
Oh, okay.
Stinkfist, but I'm like, no, that's my name.
Hey, wait, that's me.
But I'll have more on the two systems, this November.
Yeah.
When we get closer to November.
Yes.
you know.
Yeah, that's the drop date, right? For
Drop
Xbox?
dates.
Absolutely. So,
But you know what? As good as these systems are, nobody is going to initially be able to get over the price.
I
It's
am.
gonna be like, yeah,
I don't
5,
care.
6,
I already have
I'm already used
sticker.
to it.
I already have sticker shock, and
Yeah, I know.
I already know that I'm gonna be like
Yeah,
working my fingers to the bone to try to at least get one of them.
gotta
Like
have it.
Yeah.
I gotta at least have one of them. And at this point, I'm leaning more towards the PlayStation just because I have two Xbox 360s and they
Right.
both work
But
very
do you
well.
want to lose your whole profile and everything? You know what I mean? That you worked on?
I wouldn't. Why would I?
Well, they only
Well, I mean,
support it for 3 years.
you know, the
right?
transfer. Yeah, the
Well,
rest
within
of it
3
was-
years, I would hope to have the
I
other
have
one.
one by
I mean,
then,
come
I
on.
got you.
I mean,
Um,
I'm
know,
broke,
I mean-
but I ain't that broke, bro.
hopefully Microsoft can match PlayStation.
No, I think Microsoft will come down in price very fast and very
fine.
drastically right after the holiday season.
Put out a system that doesn't have a Kinect, number one.
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Yeah. Which was what what I would want actually.
Yeah.
Oh
You know,
wow, guys!
something
Look,
about that.
we spent like half the show already on video games. And it's now time for the
yeah.
it's now time for the movie quote. And if you have anything to say about anything we've talked about, the number is 201-580-3712. You can comment on anything we've talked about or anything we're about to talk about. Or if you want to call in and guess the movie quote, guess what movie this is from, you will win a prize from Mike. Where?
It's Jedi Knight Academy Facebook page.
Uh-huh.
And it's just www.facebook.com/Jedi Knight Academy.
And we thank Daniel for providing the
Sponsoring
prizes.
Providing a shirt.
Right, and
Daniel of the movie quote.
Daniel, I apologize for making this so easy because you're on the hook tonight. You know, somewhere Daniel's going to go,
Last week we had a caller that won and then never.
Yeah, they just disappeared, so we're going to forget about them.
No, we're not going to forget about them.
Back.
No, give us a call back.
Give us a call back. Give us your info.
If you want your T-shirt, call back. Yes.
Yeah.
And we're looking at the T-shirts right now, and they're quite
cool.
spiffy.
They're
Quite
actually
spiffy,
pretty cool.
yeah.
We're going to actually post some pictures and.
Yeah, we'll show everybody what it looks like. It'll be cool.
So
go to the Jedi Knight Academy on Facebook. It's the first. If you go to Facebook, you type in Jedi Knight Academy. It's the first one that comes up.
Yep.
All right, so guys, you ready for the quote? You guys ready for the quote?
Here we go.
Sir.
All right, it's about 12 seconds worth of dialogue. Here we go.
All right.
Tombs, don't blurt it out. I know.
Oh, come on. That was one time. You're never going to let me go.
No, I'm not. Go ahead.
Right.
Here we go.
The boy, is he dead too?
Who?
The boy in the lake, the one who attacked me, the one who pulled me underneath the water.
Ma'am, we didn't find any boy.
But then he's still there.
Okay, that should be really super easy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so then if it is, guys, send me the instant message. I'm going to play it one more time for the listeners. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
The boy, is he dead too?
Who?
The boy in the lake, the one who attacked me, the one who pulled me underneath the water.
Ma'am, we didn't find any boy.
But then he's still there.
Okay, and for anybody that's going to complain, this is technically a comic book movie because they've made comic books about this movie.
This is very true.
You know?
Yeah, I would agree.
All right, so you guys can instant message me, and anybody that wants
we're
to
in the
guess
process
and win a
of doing that.
prize, call 201-580-3712.
And it's had a video game, too.
Ah.
A long, long time ago.
Yes, it has.
Oh, so you guys are obviously already know. And we have a caller. Let's
All
see.
right, here we go.
Take the caller.
Hello, you're on KMTD Geek Blast.
Hey guys, Friday the 13th.
Okay, you took the fun out of it for all of us. You won.
You won.
All right, sir, do me a favor. You know what? I'm going to try and call you back after the show, but do me a favor. Go to corrosiveradio.com and go to the upper right-hand corner where you see the email logo and email me your address information with your number so that I know it's you, okay?
Not a problem.
Okay, so that you win your prize.
Bye-bye.
All right, take
All right,
care.
thanks for calling.
Bye-bye.
Congratulations.
Congrats. You win, actually,
Something.
something this
Yes.
time.
Well,
Do you really have
And that
to
was
mail it
thanks
to
to
him?
Dan.
So, Danny, you're definitely on the hook for tonight.
Danny O's, get a T-shirt.
Yeah. But I say we let the guy last week go. Obviously, he really didn't want the prize. So
No, you know
he's
what?
gotta
We can't
call
do
back.
that. We can't do that. We got to be good to our word.
Yeah. We got to be good to our listeners, man.
Well, they got to be good to us.
That's very true. One good hand does wash another. So
Yeah.
I say
Although
this.
I wouldn't want Stinkfist hand washing me.
No.
I would say this: if he doesn't call back by the end of
Yeah,
this
if he doesn't call back by like next week, then forget it.
Yeah,
All right.
we
So
don't want
anyway,
our hands
Next
down
week.
situation.
what's the next topic, boys?
Yeah, next topic, there,
Yeah,
gentlemen.
we got to keep moving.
We're gonna go
We're
into
gonna talk
movies,
about
right?
some movie stuff.
Yeah, let's do
Moving
it.
on.
Movie stuff, TV, DVDs. There's a bunch of DVDs that are coming out for the Halloween season.
Yeah, which I can't wait.
Friday the 13th being one of them. It's
Fitting.
like a box set
Of all of them, right?
of all of them. It's a complete collection.
Of what?
Friday the 13th.
Oh, okay. Just kidding.
And then also there's like a second one coming out that's Crystal Lake Memories, it's called.
Oh, so I bet it
I
was.
don't know if it's like, if there's any difference, because I know the box set comes with like all these different, like...
This one's for kids, people.
Yeah.
It's
PG
edited.
Crystal Lake Memories. Yes. With John Handy.
Yeah, but so then there's that, and then there's Jeepers Creepers 2.
Jeepers Creepers 2.
Yeah, I like the first one.
I like
That's all right.
I like
Yeah,
the
me too.
second one.
I like
like
them
the second
both.
one?
I like them both. I like the first one where they're chucking the body into the The pipe.
You know what I think that they should remake? This is like on the movie thing, and it's very fitting for what we're talking about. You guys remember Creep Show?
Hell yes.
Yeah.
Thanks for the ride, lady.
Thanks for the ride, lady.
I want my cake. Where is my cake? It's Father's Day. Oh yeah,
That's a great movie.
Yeah.
I really like the second one where the woman comes out of the lake. It hurts.
Yeah, that big blob in the
Yeah.
lake. Oh yeah, made out of some nasty Jersey crust.
I beat you.
Yep. And then eat some.
What one was it? The first? I think it might have been the second one. That
The first one has 4 episodes. The second one has 3.
So it might have been the first one. Then it had Stephen King in it, right?
Yes.
That's where he
grows. Growth
meteor poo. Well, it's not what he says, but you get
the first one was really good. And for those of you who don't know, the first one was derived from a Stephen King comic book.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
It was. If you look at the original, it's a comic book layout.
Okay, but it was a Stephen King combo, George Romero.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Which is the king of The Walking Dead, right?
I've been wanting to get my hands on that original comic book / novel. You know what I mean? It really is cool. I remember having it out when I was a kid.
That's big bucks right now.
I'm sure it is, and I should have.
Because right now, actually, there's a
from the library, the Keyport library. I wonder if it's still there. I doubt it, but
I doubt it because I've already been through that library.
Have you?
I haven't found no copies.
That's where it was.
But not that I steal from libraries. Right?
I mean, that was 20 years ago.
I do bring them back, but.
Yeah, but these are all on DVD, Blu-ray. I'm sorry.
Oh, they're all Blu-ray.
They're all Blu-ray. Yeah.
Okay.
And then also The Fly, 1958. They put out on Blu-ray.
Is it going to be black and white?
I don't know.
It should be.
Which one did you like, the original or the remake with that Jewish guy? What's his
Jeff
name?
Goldblum.
Goldblum.
And
which one did you like better?
I like the Jeff Goldblum one better.
Me too.
Yeah,
where he throws up on his hand and it melts.
Yeah. That's good stuff.
But then they also, for those
Jurassic
out
Park.
there that are into Supernatural, there's the 8th season.
I picked it up yesterday.
Yep, the 8th season came out.
I never really. I tried.
I watched.
I
like,
tried
the first
to
3
watch
seasons,
some,
and I was
but
like,
I just couldn't catch on to it. And I'm I like all that like mystical craziness and stuff.
Right.
Like
It reminded
just
me of the
wasn't
show
for me.
Grimm too, though. Like they had the same
Yeah, but no, Grimm.
kind of thing. But
Grimm is kind of dope. I'm a big fan of Grimm. That's a great show.
yeah, I guess.
With
But anyway-
Supernatural, I feel that it's starting to lose its luster a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, it's
A little
8
bit.
seasons, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
it's starting to I'm 3 episodes in and it's not catching me at all, and I'm a huge fan.
Yeah.
So.
that's definitely a bad sign, in my opinion.
Oh, and to let you people know, Under the Dome is getting better.
Oh.
And the reason being is I did not know this, but they stretched it across 2 seasons.
Ah.
There's going to be another 13 episodes, so now it's just starting to get into the book material.
Oh, that's
Ah,
Yeah.
so they
good.
laid
You were
like a
really
bigger.
disappointed
Yeah,
about
They
that.
really stretched it out.
You had a bit of a rant there. What was
Yeah.
that, like 2 weeks
2
ago?
episodes.
So the last episodes I kind of enjoyed. You know what I mean? It got more.
Whoa.
Is that the bat phone again?
No, we got to stop that.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
all bat phones.
And that better not happen during the David Hayter interview, or somebody in that apartment's going to die a Breaking Bad style death, and by that I mean stage 4 inoperable cancer.
Okay.
boo.
Thanks for killing the
I already had
movie.
surgery once today. I don't need it again.
So, for all you geeks, nerds, and everybody who loves anything nerdy and geeky, the best show, I think, really, is The Big Bang
Oh, yeah.
Theory. And the season 6 just came out on DVD not too long ago. And
the new seasons, everything pretty much for
Yeah.
regular television is going to be starting.
the
probably.
show is so funny.
Every time I watch it, I'm like, I know I'm a geek, but I'm not like that.
Yeah, well,
you know what I mean?
they're-
Those are
you know,
pure geeks.
Those are like, scientist
yeah.
geeks.
Yeah.
But you
We're-
can
we're
still
geeks.
relate to them.
We're
because they
blue
like
collar.
comic
Yeah,
books.
Toombs, it's also a comedy. It's
I know.
it's caricatures of real people.
But there are people like that somewhere.
Somewhere.
Maybe.
I'm sure there are.
Yeah,
They
I
play
don't
good-
know any physicists though, but I do know lots of guys that hang out in comic book shops
That
and
Asian
don't
guy,
talk
what's
to
his
women.
name?
Like Booger? Booger from Revenge of the Nerds.
Booger.
I think it's hysterical that chick. What was her in the other thing she was in? She was like Punky
Blossom.
Brewster, Blossom. Thank you. That's hysterical. She's hysterical in that show.
Yeah, she is funny. She's like
Wonder
very
whatever happened
awkward.
to Punky
That awkward
Brewster.
person.
Yeah. Well, more. She's on par awkward with the other weirdo
Yeah,
too.
yeah. They go hand in hand.
Mike, didn't we have a friend in 6th grade who looked like Punky Brewster? And we called her Punky Brewster? And we hated her?
You're going too far back.
It was Lisa something. Lisa something. That's all I know.
It was Lisa
Her real
Simpson.
name
Steve
is
hooked up with her.
Selena Moonfry or something like that.
But anyway, I wonder what happened to Punky
So,
Brewster.
so yeah.
Stone.
Anyway, there's also Star Trek Into Darkness.
Which
actually
I
came out
picked
on
that up.
Blu-ray.
Yep.
That's
I like the first one. I didn't get to see the second one. And
I heard that there was something weird of like R2-D2 being in the movie.
What?
Yeah, there was like a picture.
There's an
going
Easter
around
egg
the
on
web
there?
Wait. Yeah, it's
in like an
probably-
explosion. Stinkfist, have you seen this?
I heard about that too.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
man.
saw the movie, and nowhere did I see R2-D2.
He's
But
like
there's,
underneath some rubble or
Yeah,
something.
it's like an explosion in space, and R2-D2 is just like part of it. Like,
Well, that would
might
make
be
sense.
Wait. Is it like the Lion King where you have to slow it down frame by frame and you see some sort of
Probably.
I
subliminal message?
No,
Probably.
but you know that's
Well,
going
that would
around
make
the web.
sense to me because Abrams does weird stuff like that. Like he's a huge Star Wars fan, and
Right.
it
He's
would
directing
be a
the next
throwback
Star
to,
Wars movie.
Empire. You know, it would be a throwback to Empire when they pan out of that area where C-3PO is all apart, and you see like the IG-88 assassin robot right there in in the rubble pile.
Yeah.
You know, that would be a straight throwback to Lucas for him, and he is like doing the next movie, right?
So it's plausible.
It's plausible. I can see it.
Well, you know, there's
I
one way.
haven't seen it, but I'll try.
Guys, there's one way to solve the problem here.
What's that?
Okay.
Watch the
We're
movie.
We'll have to call him. Yeah.
Watch
Yeah.
the movie.
Watch the movie.
Well, yeah, that's my
Picked it
plan.
up,
Hey,
so we're
Mimi,
gonna watch.
Mimi, if you're out there, you watched that movie a lot. The first Star Trek movie. If you remember seeing R2-D2, call
the
us.
first one
okay?
or the
It's
second?
201-580-3712.
Anybody want to call in?
Yeah.
Yeah, if anybody
My girl loves that.
has
movie.
anybody actually
Loves
seen
it.
this R2-D2?
Yeah.
Don't.
Because I think it
don't
might
wanna-
have been her that told me about it.
I don't. Maybe
I
don't
saw
want
it
to
on
waste
the
my
web.
time. If not, well, no, I can't say that. I love Abrams, so I watch. I watch all of his stuff anyway. Even his television shows, I'm like addicted to.
So you like Super 8?
Super 8
a
was
good
pretty
movie,
good.
yeah. Dude, it was like Goonies meets E.T.
I'm pulling the show.
I liked it, man. It had a chunk, you know, kind of brought me back.
It was a throwback movie to him.
Yeah.
You know what else I can't wait for? I can't wait for this Godzilla movie too.
Hey, well, okay, I'll tell you. Oh, okay, this is going to take up the rest of the show here.
No, no, it won't. Go ahead, say what you're gonna say.
All right.
Quickly.
I am a giant Godzilla fan.
We all know this.
Yes, you know this. I do not like the director. Gareth Edwards is the director of this movie. Now, Gareth,
what else has he done then?
he
Kinda
did
give me some-
he did, to his credit, he did a low budget movie called Monsters. He did it for $10,000, and basically he did the whole movie on his laptop.
Fred Savage in that
Okay.
movie?
No,
No.
that's not that movie.
No, not Little Monsters. If you stay down here, you're going to become one of us.
So basically, for what he's credited for, he really doesn't deserve to do this movie.
No. He did a lot with a little in the movie Monsters, but the movie Monsters, which featured real monsters in the movie, it was like about giant squid aliens, right?
Right.
My problem, though, with that movie, though, is that he seems to be more of like a social commentary guy rather than a monster movie guy. Like, he just used the monsters as a metaphor.
Okay.
So, like, in Godzilla, there might not be enough city stomping and too much social commentary.
Right.
Do you,
Well,
you
that's not
understand
the
what I'm
case.
saying, that?
Right.
No, I hear you. Yeah. Kind of like Ang Lee doing the first Hulk movie.
Exactly, yeah. It might have like that pretentious feel, like where we're all sitting around, like on NPR, smoking a pipe, talking about Liberace or something like that.
I don't think I'd ever talk about him, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
All right, so there's your rant.
Yeah.
Mike, you got anything else?
Yeah, we got some more here. I got, let's see. Also, Ant-Man. The movie
Ant-Man,
Ant-Man's
yeah.
been pushed
Up?
Really?
That's right.
From
That doesn't happen
November.
often.
From November to July, which puts it smack dab in, like, Batman, Superman territory.
Exactly, and that's exactly why they did it. They
Yeah,
want it. They
that's
want to
exactly
make.
right.
Marvel wants to make sure that DC gets the message that they're
Yeah.
king.
Yeah, that they can't be touched. I don't
And they must have good confidence in the movie. I mean,
Well, not even that, but think about this. This is 2015.
This is 2015. It's going to be.
2015,
All right.
yes.
It's
Remember
gonna-
we were talking about originally about the 2015 year. That's like the Marvel year of movies, straight
Right,
up. Like
right.
Oh, yeah.
at this point, anybody that's going to put a movie out in that genre that's not Marvel is really like,
Yeah,
in my opinion, close to committing career suicide.
Yeah, they're
Like,
courting disaster.
Yeah, I mean,
but yeah,
so many
that-
movies are coming out.
Yeah, there's a lot of movies coming out at that point. I mean, it just looks like it's just going to be a fun
It's gonna be an
summer.
explosion.
Yeah. I think it was a tactical move. It
Oh,
was.
I don't
It was.
doubt
It was a
that.
corporate tactical move to make sure that they can decimate their competition.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's Disney in a nutshell, right?
Yeah, pretty much. They're taking over the world.
They're taking over the world.
So, also, if you've been on our website, okay, we have a trailer of RoboCop on there. Check it out.
Oh,
because I saw it now.
It's not
I didn't
Judge
see it
Dredd,
last
I tell
week,
you.
but I saw it like just through this past week.
Yeah.
And it's awesome.
Oh, yeah. I
It
told
is
you guys
bad.
it was awesome.
BA.
Yeah.
So check that out. You can see it on our website.
He's very Vader-ish.
Yeah, he's kind of.
I think he looks like we were talking about last week, a mix between Kit and Judge Dredd.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
He's got the red visor.
I can see that. Yeah,
So yeah, that looks.
Oh, that's
There's
good.
also this other one. It's an animated flick turned into live action. Tiger Mask. Have you heard of that animated flick? I've seen a trailer for it.
Is it Japanese animation
Yeah.
you're talking about?
Yeah.
And
But
it's
the
called
character
Tiger
reminds me
Mask?
of King from
No.
Tekken.
Oh, maybe it's that character
Reminds
from
me, it's not the
Tekken
same
is
character, though,
not
I
just a
think.
character that was made for the
The
game.
trailer was all
There's
in
a
like
whole-
Japanese.
I think there's a whole manga based on like wrestling with wrestling guys
It's got
and
like,
masks
it's like
and stuff.
wrestling and martial arts in there, and
Yeah.
it's kind of like it looks like there's like superpowers, kind of. So if anybody's seen that or knows about it, call in 501 blah blah blah. 201
580-37 blah blah blah.
3712. So
Don't
yeah,
forget
check that out.
Our
And,
extension is blah.
They're also they're doing the Mummy reboot, right?
Yeah, I heard about that.
Wait,
already.
wait. Is Brandon Fraser in it?
No, they're actually the person that is directing it did Total Recall.
The
Wait,
new
Len-
Recall.
the new one?
Len Wiseman.
Okay.
And but they actually replaced that guy with another guy.
Oh, so he's already been fired.
No, he walked off the project.
Oh, that totally is not good.
Back in
No.
July.
If that dude would do Total Recall and be like, "This is a good movie," and he walked off the set, how bad is this remake going to be?
Well, I'll tell you what, it'll probably be a great movie to fall asleep to.
Hey,
Well, the guy that's doing it now is Andros Muschietti. I don't know.
Masarelli.
That
So-
sounds like the guy they pulled off the street. Say, hey fella, you want to direct a movie?
Pretty much, yeah.
I'm pronouncing his name wrong. I'm sure.
No, I have to make a pizza. I
Yeah.
don't make movie.
So yeah, but it's gonna take place in like present time.
so they're basically updating it.
Yeah, pretty much. It's a reboot.
That's
Who knows
crappy.
about
Yeah, I
that?
don't see how that works, but okay.
Then there's the last thing I have here. I still can't get over the freaking. It's called Tiger Mask.
Tiger Mask. Yeah, I hear you. I love
Sounds
Japanese anime. I mean,
Yeah, most anime is
I'm
pretty
hooked
sweet.
on just one show. It's
Wait,
called-
hold on.
What?
Mike, you saying is this going to be a live action movie?
Yeah, it's an animated flick turned into live action.
All right, hold
And,
on.
The whole trailer's in Japanese and
subtitled?
no, it's not even subtitled for you.
Oh,
It's
all
right,
just-
how do you
know what's going on?
I saw it on Comic Book Movie. Yeah.
No, wait, hold on. Mike, do you see my pointer here?
Yeah.
Is this the preview?
Tiger Mask
teaser
live
trailer,
action
right,
film.
yeah, that's
yeah,
it.
yeah.
All right,
yeah.
you want me to play it?
No.
Why not? I thought you couldn't get over it. I thought there was something in there that we all wanted to see. That's
No,
all.
it's well. If people can see the mask, that's all. It's just it's like a crazy futuristic mask.
Oh, so he's basically saying it's a mask that reminds him of the game Tekken.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
And it totally does, 100%.
Yeah.
That's
Look,
straight
there's
up
other- yeah, right
Tiger
there,
from
that's the
Tekken.
one.
so that's it.
Cool.
Yeah,
That's
no
it.
doubt.
That guy looks cheesy.
I'm not going to watch that movie if that's the guy that's in it.
Well,
But we did see, remember that one anime that we both watched and loved, and then we found out that there was a live action movie made of it, and then the live action movie was actually better than the anime. Do you
Was it
remember
really?
what the name of that movie was?
That doesn't
pushing
happen.
the limits. You
Come
remember?
on. I know that it was like set in feudal Japan. I want to say Shinobi,
Oh, yeah. No, wait.
but I don't think that that's right.
no,
Or Berserker.
wait.
I
No,
think
not
Berserker
Berserker.
was the name of the anime.
Berserker was the anime flick, and they made it into a live action flick, but it was like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon kind of feel, right?
Well, yeah, most of them type of movies are, which are some of the best in my
I can't
opinion.
remember the name of it. Into the Sunlight.
No, not Into the Sunlight.
Yeah. Well, if you know the name of the movie that these guys are trying to figure out, it's
Nobody knows.
call 201-580-3712.
Blah, 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 blah.
37,
12.
20, 12.
Yes.
12, not
So
2012.
yeah, Dave, you're gonna go on your rant of
Not rant, really. I'm just going to highlight
Wolverine?
some cool stuff I found out about the new Wolverine arc and the fact that they're doing a Wolverine Origins 2.
Cool.
Which, when they did Wolverine Origins, was just they finally gave you his
backstory.
Like
How many books was that?
Definitive backstory. That was a 6-issue limited series.
Yeah.
And the artwork was amazing in the book. It was because it was like weirdly like kind of painted and then everything.
Tell
in
me
the
if I'm
original
right.
one.
The story, sorry to cut you off, but the story is actually about, like myself, being attacked by a giant mustache.
No.
Oh,
You're way off kilter.
No, I thought it had something to do with the giant mustache.
No. You actually find out that
You gotta fear the mustache, okay?
In highlight, bad.
What was that?
What was that?
That was me checking to make sure that our audio was working. Go ahead. Ignore the man.
Gurgle.
Ignore the man behind the curtain.
He gurgled.
Anyway, so yeah, no, it was just one of my favorite Wolverine stories. It was his. They finally put his origin out there after years and years of hinting to certain things, little tidbits here and there. Because his up to that point, I think, and this happened in 2001, maybe 2002, where they finally just let it out of the bag. This is his origin. But people were like, "What?" Because it was not like anything people expected.
Does it ever go into like his parents?
Yeah, that's what Origins is all about.
Yeah.
That's basically.
Childhood.
Was he abused?
No, he killed his mother.
What?
Because he
accidentally?
Yeah, bone claws. You didn't know he had bone claws.
Mommy!
Yeah. He hit puberty and was like, "Macaque," yeah. And
That was a really good.
My
Yeah.
knuckles are shrink.
Anyway,
Snicky, snitchy, snitch.
but Origins 2 is going to be coming out in December, which I'm totally stoked about. I'm probably going to pick that up 100%. I want to say it's probably going to be another 6 issues.
Yeah.
Right.
But the new arc, real quick, after I get into the new arc, I'm just going to touch on it real fast, then we're going to take the caller that we have. The new arc is going to be called Killable, and basically Paul Cornell strips Wolverine of his healing factor. So, I mean,
it's killable.
He's straight up killable at this point, because really, besides having adamantium bones,
All right,
Do we have a call?
Let's take this caller.
Let's take this caller. Caller, you're on KMDT Geek Blast.
To the movie that we were talking.
Hello, are you there?
Hello.
Hi, what's
How are you?
I know who you are.
The name of the anime you're thinking of is Basilisk.
Basilisk.
Oh,
Thank you.
And you're correct on Shinobi was the name of the movie.
What was it?
Shinobi was the name of the live-action film.
Ha! I was right. I didn't think.
You were right on one. Basilisk was the anime, though.
All right.
Basilisk.
Cool, Basilisk.
All right, thank you, caller.
Thank you, caller.
Bye.
That was awesome. Nice. But yeah, so Killable is the name of the new arc. It's going to take place, I think it started already at issue 9. I think it's going to run all the way to issue 12 in the new Wolverine series that they just rebooted back to 1, which, don't even get me started with Marvel and their reboot, because I kind of somewhat agree about the DC thing, but I can't really say that because I haven't read much. I did start to read the new Batman stuff, and it's pretty interesting. Like,
Cool beans.
yeah, I was pleasantly shocked to be reading a DC book and like thoroughly enjoying myself, and not thinking to myself, this is kind of corny.
It's a big change for you,
Yeah,
sir.
man, I'm
Big
growing
change.
as a person.
Good. I'm happy to
growing.
hear it.
I'm
If you need
growing.
to talk to anybody, let me know. I will. You can confide
He's a
in
counselor.
He's the counselor.
me. We could take that corner over there.
He's my comic book counselor. It'd be great.
Yeah.
But I would thoroughly, tell everybody to go pick up the whole entire run, in my opinion, because from the beginning to where we're at now, it's pretty cool. They're laying the foreground for Killable, and they brought a lot of cool characters back. They brought back Sabretooth from his death in the previous series.
Aha.
How did he die?
He cut his head off.
Oh.
He said, "Pfft, off with your head, kid." And then
Spinked him in the head.
yeah, he shrinked him right in his head. He said, "Shrink," and then off went the head.
Nice.
Yeah. And I would, for me, I'm biased because I'm been a huge Wolverine fan my whole life, and thoroughly enjoyed the movie, the most recent movie.
Yeah, that was.
We saw that
Which I
together.
still need to see. I know.
I'm telling you.
You didn't see it yet?
Yeah, you should have
No.
came with us, man.
It was good.
Get off your knees, Steph.
Dave, can I just say something about that last Wolverine movie, though?
You can if you saw it.
It's great movie up until the part where he gets on the motorcycle and like goes to rescue the girl. It's almost like he was. It's like it became the tonality of the movie completely changed at that point.
I can see that though.
It was very grounded, and then as soon as he gets on the motorcycle and starts screaming, and the ninjas start flipping on the roofs, it's like, it's like I felt like I was in a different movie.
But it was better than the first Wolverine movie, right?
The ninjas on the roofs,
absolutely.
though,
Is
that
a pinnacle part of
is
like,
the
that
ninjas
book.
on the roofs. Not really the bike per se, but the ninjas on the roofs and that whole situation where they're hitting them with the all them arrows with the ropes and stuff. Like that, actually, you could open up that graphic novel if you have it, or the
See that
4
image.
issues. But yeah, that's basically an image taken right
from the comic.
Right from the comic.
Alrighty, then that makes it okay. In my
Yeah, so you're saying it's true to the source.
Comic book lore.
It's true to the source, not necessarily the motorcycle, which is obviously your main problem.
No, it's just like the whole like as soon as he has that samurai fight with the one guy, right, the father of the girl that he's trying to rescue, right?
Yuriko's father, right?
Yeah, you're okay. Yeah, you know the names better than I do. Yuriko. And he and and then he's got his healing ability back, and everything's good, and he feels like he's got the strength to go rescue the girl.
Right.
He jumps on that motorcycle, and it's like even the cinematography changes. Everything was like very grounded, very as realistic as it could be for that kind of movie. And then it turns into this sort of like ultra fantastic, overblown
superhero movie.
Yeah, exactly.
But answer me this: is it better seeing him ride that motorcycle or driving that RX-8 in X-Men 1?
Well, it was the same exact thing.
It was that kind of feel?
Exactly, same exact
Well,
thing.
here, let me ask this: did you notice the make and model of the bike? Because maybe it was just.
It looks
put in
like
there for
Mr. Hater.
plug-in.
Somebody bit your style.
Like was it like did somebody like they came out with a new Indian or something like that? Was it an Indian chief that he was
it had
riding?
nothing to do with the bike. It had everything to do with the camera angles and the attitude that it was trying to convey.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
it was overly dramatic, basically.
And I understand what the guy was trying to do. He was trying to keep everything grounded, and he was trying to get you involved with the characters, which he did.
Wolverine drives a motorcycle.
Right. And then he was trying, because you were so involved with the character. I think that scene was supposed to. It was supposed to make that scene more impactful, But it didn't. I mean, it was to me. It got to
you, but for me, it was impactful.
Yeah, all right, fine.
Yeah.
But for me, it was cartoonish at that point.
You gotta remember, Michael loves Pokemon. Okay, so anything, nothing's too cheesy for Mike.
Get them all.
Nothing. Mike loves cheese. For those of you who don't know, his nickname is Cracker Barrel. I gave him that in I think 1998.
98.
Yeah, Cracker Barrel. Right. Giant bar of cheese. Yeah, that's all I needed.
Yeah,
it's good on tacos.
I grabbed the bar of Cracker Barrel and
because he was hungry and just started munching on the thing for about 2 hours.
All right, so Dave, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but go ahead. What you're saying?
Go ahead, Dave.
Yes, David.
Okay.
Made Dave hungry.
I love cheese too.
Cheese.
We are related. But so yeah, I would go out and pick up Killable. It's definitely be worth the read. And anything Wolverine related is worth the read, in my opinion.
All right.
So that's my rant on Wolverine.
Cool, man. Cool.
And I would say also, if you're a Marvel guy like I am, go pick up Batman, because it'll shock you.
Batman what?
Something. The new 52, the new Batman stuff. It's better than
it's enjoyable.
It's better than I thought it was going to be.
All right, man.
So that's what I got to say about that.
Yeah. All right. Well, so all of you've said your piece. So can I get back to our White House petition to stop Ben Affleck from playing Batman?
I agree with that 100%.
I know.
2 signatures on there, and
there's something wrong with that.
I know you do, but I just want to say something to all the people on comicbookmovie.com that leave all the hateful comments. Right? Like we're not serious.
1 out of the 3 of us.
One out of the
3 of us.
Yeah, no, Dave is serious.
I'm serious. Yes, one out of that's true. 1 out of the 4 of us wants it to actually happen. And
it's a joke. We obviously don't think Obama is going to respond and intervene.
But here's my question, right? Let me ask this question: could he really stop a movie if he wanted to?
No, we can't.
Why not? He's the freaking president. Why couldn't he pull their permit or something? So the whole
pull their permit.
It's a national
He'd
security.
Have to make a call to the CIA.
No, no, Dave. You don't understand. You don't understand the way state and federal government works. The states.
I read comics. I don't know what none of that stuff means. What do you mean? I'm in a fantasy world.
Stay in your bubble, Dave.
I mean, I just love the idiots that think we were trying to be serious and they're like, "Oh, this is pathetic. This is ridiculous. What do you think is going to really happen?" We don't think anything's going to happen from it except the reaction from you. That's what we are.
Pretty much.
And I was hoping to see
All
the
you guys
input
that put
there.
hate comments in the section, you were the joke. That's
we won.
Well, except for you, Dave. You really thought it was real.
Well, they won.
David called me with, "Hey, did you see the petition?" And I'm like,
still
"Dude,
serious
what?
about
I saw
it.
the petition." He's
I
like,
still
"Yeah."
want people to sign it.
So do
"Dude,
I.
it's not real."
I
We
want
wanted
people
to sign it for different reasons, though.
Yeah, I want at least 150 signatures on there so that so that people have to go, "Really? That's on there?"
People hate him that much.
That's all I got to do.
I think it'll be fine. I think he'll do a good job.
I don't
Who
know.
knows?
Yeah, no, I'm reserving judgment. I'm reserving judgment until because
so.
well, okay, here's the thing. Now remember, this past summer, a lot of the studios had a lot of bombs. The Lone Ranger, other movies that I can't even remember. That's how bad they were.
Pacific Rim, right?
Yes, Pacific Rim was a bomb, and in my opinion, it was a bomb because it wasn't. It was exactly what I was just talking about with Gareth Edwards. It wasn't a straight-up monster movie. It was trying to get you involved in the characters. I don't care about the characters. I want to see monsters beat the crap out of each other. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, I can see that though. And if you're going into like that classic monster mode, yes, you want the stomping around. And I agree. I'm a traditionalist myself when it comes to that type of stuff. Like when I watch kung fu movies, and I don't see I'm watching the words as they're coming out of the mouth. I'm like, this isn't that good. Like it's got to be almost bad to be good to me.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Like the words got to be off by like at least 3 seconds.
All right.
Talking about Bruce Lee reminds me of that poster of Stan Lee as Bruce Lee.
Oh, that was a great poster, yeah.
And then I was online the other day. There's the Kamikaze. Stan Lee's Kamikaze.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
November 1st or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
That looks pretty cool. That's coming out.
Yeah, that's going to be cool. I can't wait. I'm still stoked about in October. I mean, October's going to be off the chain.
Yeah.
For the show, for me, it's Comic-Con in New York.
Oh, that's
Can't
right.
wait.
I never applied for the passes. I'm going to do that tomorrow.
Epic
It's all right. You got.
It's all right. You get
You got to pass on that.
You get a pass on that
You
one,
did a
buddy.
good job.
We do that a lot.
So what are we doing, guys? We get.
I think that's it, right?
Yeah.
It's about that time. So tune in next week. Same
Episode
time.
9,
Yep.
Jason goes to hell, and so did we.
And like I said, next week we may have a very special guest. Most likely we will.
Most
Yes,
likely.
most
There's always
likely.
the chance they can cancel at the last moment.
Yeah.
So
Follow us on
I'm waiting
Facebook.
for her to send me an email back just confirming,
But that will be Dave Hader if you're listening.
Yes, Dave.
Follow us on
Hader.
Facebook and Twitter also.
Yeah.
We'll be updating that periodically this week to let you know about what's going
some
on.
of the
So-
stuff we're going to be doing for next week's show.
See. Y'all have a good night now.
Oh, and Danny from Jedi Knight Academy. Send me a
Thanks
logo.
very much.
Yeah.
Thank Danny.
Yeah, no, well, tell him to send me a logo so I can link him to our site.
All
Yes.
right. We'll do.
We will
All right.
do that.
All right, guys, mute your mic.
Geek Blast, over and out.
Good night.
Peace in the hood, man.
Check your face.